I'm Starr, and I'm going to go over color shift.
In color shift, you're going to be creating large colored sections with your meeples inside, and once you completely close off those colored areas, you're going to score points. You're going to score points based on how big the section is. In addition to placing tiles, you can slide the game board or move your meeples around. On a player's turn, they can place one of the 3 tiles they have in their hand on the board. To place a tile, only one side must match the color. So this matches, that doesn't, but that is fine. After placing a tile, they can then carry out one of 3 actions. Place a meeple. When you place a meeple, it must be on a color section no other player is at, so that wouldn't work. The second option is to move a meeple. Players can move a meeple to a new space on the board, moving 1 to 3 spaces. When moving your meeple, if you end on a space where another player already is, you must place it on its side. Or if you end on a space where the color is already completed, you must place it on its side. When moving, if your meeple started lying down, after walking, they may return to standing, assuming they land on a legal space. When moving, you can also loop to the other side of the board. This costs 1 movement. When walking, you also will skip a gap across to the next tile if there is any. The third action you can carry out on your turn is to shift a tile. So after placing the tile, you can then shift it any direction towards another tile. After carrying out your actions, you then score any completed sections that may have been created. A section is complete as long as it can expand no farther. So this white section can no longer get any bigger because it is closed off. You then count every tile of that color. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 tiles, so this player scores 8 points, and their meeple lays down on its side, showing they're inactive. If other meeples are in the same spot, every single meeple will score points. So in this same instance, the scoring space is 8 tiles large. Black would score 16 points, and red would score 8 points, laying all of them on their side after scoring. The meeples would have got there by sliding a tile or adding new tiles in. At the end of your turn, you will then grab a tile and add it to your hand, and it is the next player's turn. During gameplay, meeples will be standing and laying down. A standing meeple is considered active and can score when the section it is on is scored. It also prevents other meeples from simply being placed or walking into their area. If a meeple is lying down, it is inactive and it is ignored when placing or moving. So another player could move into this brown space even though red is already here because they're laying down inactive. To stand your meeple back up, you simply walk with them and finish on an open, available space. During gameplay, it's possible that a tile may be placed and shifted and a previously finished area becomes open. The laying down meeple remains laying on their side, so another meeple could come in and control that area. If an area would score with the laying down meeple, any laying down meeples are ignored. The game ends when the tiles run out and all players have had equal number of turns. Any meeples that are laying on their side are immediately removed from the board. Standing meeples are scored at 1 point for every 2 tiles. Most points at the end wins.